Buster Martin has made the first British ascent of the historic 9A Action Directe in the Frankenjura in Germany. The route was first climbed in 1991 by legendary German climber Wolfgang and involves dynamic moves in between 1 and 2 finger pockets and is guarded by an infamous crux dyno to get started. With only 5 bolts and 11 to 16 moves, power endurance is the name of the game. This is a short, sharp and dynamic route. Action Directe is generally regarded as the world's first 9A. However, in recent years there's been a debate as to whether Hubble, originally graded 8C+, actually pipped it to the post, with Adam Ondra saying it might. But at the end of the day, the debate seems to boil down as to whether or not, if you're from Germany, you tend to believe Action Directe was the first, and if you're from the UK, particularly from Sheffield, you believe Hubble was. Buster now joins an elite club of precisely 2 climbers who've climbed both Hubble and Action Directe, including him and Alex Magos. We asked Buster what his initial impressions of the route were, and he told us. The first attempt went very well. I did all the moves other than the jump, which I did next try. Next, I had a surprise red point go where I made it through the jump first go. It was all very exciting just being there. I had some good goes on those first 2 days in July and felt strong on the route, but I was getting shut down by a heel. The temperatures got hot and I decided to leave it until autumn. My sights were well and truly set after that. Within the interview on UKC, Buster said he was originally useless on pockets, so set about a training block to improve. I trained very specifically for a short block when I was in Bali, although I was a bit unsure if I could make my training work as there is not much climbing there. So I put a message out on Instagram knowing there must be a dedicated climber based there with a board. Fortunately, Mike Weeks and I connected and he massively helped me to accommodate my training. He has a great home wall in Bali and even had some pockets handmade for me. We asked Buster how it compared to First Lay, the 9A+ in Margalef he repeated in 2019, and Rain Shadow, the 9A at Malham that he repeated in 2018. It's hard to compare to First Lay or Rain Shadow. First Lay is much harder for sure, but I've gotten much stronger, and this route went down with far less time. This ascent is all the more impressive as Buster's just returned from several months climbing in Asia, where he's been doing deep water soloing and multi-pitch towers, which do not in any way correlate to Action Directe. When asked what next, Buster replied that he really likes the historic side of sport climbing, so he's going to stick around the Frankenjura, ticking off a few of the classics before moving on to Ticino. For more climbing trivia, please like and subscribe to our channel.